Z from Z Writes Words, from Supernatural You, from Z Solves Problems, from all over the place. But I just wanted to say we had a very interesting attempt at a live event on Tuesday talking about God's timing and yes for marriage. It was a hot mess, to just tell you the truth. My technology is getting worse instead of betterer. But anyway, one of the questions that we discussed and got some really good information on was, what's your requirement for your future spouse's spiritual growth? Do they need to be more spiritually mature than you? Do they need to be at least as spiritually mature than you? Or do they only need to be a believer? So I would love to know what you think about that. And I'll tell you real quickly before I get off what my stance on this was. In the beginning, I was thinking, oh, well, I want somebody who's more spiritually mature than me, boop, 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 you know, all this stuff, and I'm never going to marry anybody who's less. And then, of course, all of that changed for a number of reasons. But you know, as I look around the believing men that I know, you know, I was saying that most of them are not growing, you know, leaps and bounds spiritually and stuff like that. They have to have a reason. They have to have somebody interceding for them and praying over them and stuff like that so that they actually grow spiritually. And that's one of the things that I do for my man. You know, I'm his intercessor to make sure that he gets where he needs to be spiritually. And so I didn't have that requirement that he be, you know, as spiritually mature as I am, you know. And the reason I say this is because I set myself away for almost 2 years to break out of my stupidity and ignorance so that I could walk into the level of spiritual growth and maturity and power that I have right now. And so, you know, most people out there in the world are not willing to do that. They're not willing to, you know, go to work every day while they're single and then come home for, you know, 5, 6, 7 months and do nothing but study the Word of God and pray and stuff like that. But I did that out of desperation because I needed to get custody of my son returned to me. And that was the only way that I could accomplish that. So, you know, a lot of people, most people just aren't doing that. That's not their thing. That is some people's desire. You know, like I remember reading Stephanie Herzog's testimony and how she was saying that, you know, because she was so cute, she was always, you know, there were always boys around and stuff like that. And she was like, no, I don't want anybody. I just want Jesus. And so she sought after him for years and years and years and stuff like that. But, you know, for the most part, that's not people's testimony. So I don't have that requirement. So I'd love to know what your requirements are. All right. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.